Let's duel. The answer is... Donna, you have won your second duel and you didn't expect that to happen.
It was always going to be the cash.
£17,000 is a lot of money.
Oh, well.
The answer is D. Well done, Kia. You're on the way to the jackpot.
You know this, don't you?
I might do.
If it's A, we're going home.
Let's hope it's not A.
No, let's hope it is A.
C. Any wrong answer is the end of the game for you. Welcome to Duel, and to this, the Duel Arena, where tonight another set of contestants go head-to-head in a bid to win the jackpot, which has already grown to a huge £206,000. So far, we've already had 2 winners, but no one has dared to risk their winnings to fight the 4 duels they need to walk away with that jackpot. But that could all change tonight. At the end of last week's show, Kia was nearing the end of his second duel. If he wins it, he's in the money, but he's got to beat Simon first. Before they finish their fight, here's a quick rule recap. Both players get the same questions. Both players have the same 4 alternative answers. At the beginning of each duel, each player has 10 chips, like this one. They use these chips to cover the answer that they think is correct. If they've covered the correct answer, they stay in the game. If they haven't, they're out. It's as simple as that. Any chips that are on incorrect answers are lost, and each one adds £1,000 to the jackpot. £206,000 at the moment, Simon.
Yes.
That would be nice for you, wouldn't it?
It would be gorgeous.
A 19-month-old baby.
Yeah.
The money would be very, very, very useful, wouldn't
Definitely,
it?
definitely.
Very confident player. Not quite as confident as Kia, our disco-dancing single duel winner. What are you going to do? Are you going to go for the jackpot later?
I think just hoping that the first question comes up and it's one that I recognise. That would be a great start.
I think
I'll worry about jackpots later.
I think we need to get on with the questions. Kia has 2 chips. Simon has 1 chip. Kia has 1 accelerator, which we use, of course, to speed up the other players' play. Simon has 1 accelerator. Simon, Kia, let's duel. Here's the first question. What was the best-selling film soundtrack album of the 1990s? Was it A, Forrest Gump, B, The Piano, C, The Lion King, D, The Bodyguard? Simon, you've got 1 chip. You have to cover the correct answer. Kia, you have to cover the correct answer as well, but you do at least have 2 chips. Accelerator has been played by Simon. Kia's locked down fairly quickly afterwards. Do you think you managed to panic him a little bit?
I've only got 1 chip, Nick. I've got to do something. So I had a guess, and I've gone for it.
Last throw of the dice, was it?
Definitely, definitely.
Do you think you got him to play both of his chips?
I hope so.
Let's lose the screen. You've both gone for D. If the answer is D, you're both still in the game. If it's anything other than D, Simon, you've finished.
Yep.
The answer is D, The Bodyguard. You're both still in the game. Kia, you lose a chip, and £1,000 is added to the jackpot, which goes up to £207,000. We are in the purest form of duel now. You have 1 chip each. Next question. Which footballer's autobiography is called Walking Tall? Is it A, Michael Owen, B, Wayne Rooney, C, Peter Crouch, D, David Beckham? If you're interested in football, you'll probably get it.
Do you know this?
He's not going to tell you, is he? We're looking at that one chip. That one chip is the chip that's going to keep you in the game or is going to send you home with nothing.
It's amazing how the humour goes as the chips
The
vanish.
chips disappear, absolutely.
It was all fun and games when we had 10 chips each.
Yeah.
Accelerator's been played.
I had a choice of 2. And
Really?
I'm still not convinced.
You weren't totally confident. Were you confident?
I haven't read the book. I've got a choice of 2.
Be interesting to see if you're in the same place. Let's lose the screen. You had the chip on A for quite a while, didn't you, actually?
Yeah. No,
You
I
really
said-
thought it might have been Michael Owen's book?
Yeah.
You've got
because
to
he's
remember,
because he's short. I thought it might have been like a.
an ironic title.
Absolutely.
It needs to be C. If it's C, you're both still in the game. Anything else, and everything has gone for nothing because you're going home. The answer is C, into crash. You've had a couple of close shaves, haven't you, Kia? You moved
yeah.
that chip quite late on there, and now it is absolutely equal. All the accelerators have gone. One chip each. Do or die. Let's have the next question. In which month of the year does the Queen take part in the Trooping the Colour ceremony in London? A, May. B, June. C, July. D, August. I've seen it a million times. But do you know when it takes place?
What a silly question.
It's the question that you've got. They come up randomly. You never know what they're going to be. They don't get any more difficult. They don't get any easier. They just feel more difficult when you've got fewer chips in your hand, don't they? Simon's gone for it. He's locked down. And Kia has locked down. You know that you've both played one chip. If you haven't played in the same place, somebody's going home, possibly both of you. Let's lose the screen. Somebody's going home. If it's A, cash in hand for you, at least £10,000. If it's B or D, you're both going home. The answer is B, June. £10,000 at the very least was within your grasp. You had to guess. What led you to May?
I just thought it was earlier in the summer rather than later. If I'd have had 2 chips, that would have been my second choice, definitely.
And
I'd have worked my way down.
You played 2 chips on the question before, didn't you?
Yeah.
You've both made an error, 1 error, and you're out. It's goodbye to both of you, I'm afraid.
Cheers.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Kia. Well done. So we need 2 new players to duel against each other, and we'll find out who they are after this quick break. Now, before the break, Simon and Kia were both out, so we need 2 new players, and we're going to choose the 2 that have been in the lineup the longest. They are Sylvia, 52, a hairdresser, and Paul, 32, a restaurateur. We love Sylvia. I love you, Sylvia.
Thank you, Nick.
I love when I read the notes about what you're going to do if you win the jackpot.
I know.
You're going to spend all the money on your son and husband, and for yourself, just get a teddy bear.
I know. I like cuddly things.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful.
But it's a special bear.
A special bear? What sort
Yes.
of bear are you going to get?
Well, he's a Stife. He's the Rolls Royce of teddy bears.
Well, I think with, you know, £209,000, you should be able to get one of those.
But I hope so, yes.
And of course, you've got at home a little baby, have you not?
I do. Ruby.
Ruby, how
5
old?
months.
Yeah, so you're glad to be out of the house, presumably.
Absolutely. Give the ears a break.
And what would you do if you won the jackpot?
If I won the jackpot, she might get some more nappies, but I really would struggle when I walk past an Aston Martin dealership.
Okay. So, you both have 10 chips. You both have 2 accelerators. 4 joules wins you the jackpot. Paul, Sylvia, let's duel. Here's your first question. Which of these is not a type of mushroom? A. Shiitake. B. Portobello. C. Capellini. D. Enoki. You strong on mushrooms? Run the restaurant, you should be.
Yeah, well, yeah, I am. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. There's a couple there that I'm not too sure about.
Do you do a lot of your own cooking, Sylvia?
Yes, I do. Yes, I enjoy the cooking. I really like my food. Can't you tell, Nick?
No, not at all. Very svelte.
Mushrooms, well, there is a couple I'm sure of. Another couple maybe not so sure of.
Oh, you tease you.
Both locked down. Yes, you thought she wasn't even thinking about it, didn't you? Let's lose the screen. That's why she was so quick. She played all 4. If it's either of the first 2, shiitake or portobello, you are out of the game on the very first question, Paul.
Yes, Nick.
You know that, don't you?
Yes, Nick.
Sylvia, you're in the game, whatever happens. The answer is C, capellini. The type of pasta, capellini. And you're going to lose 3 chips. You're going to lose 1 chip, which means that £4,000 is added to the jackpot, which now goes up to £213,000. Sylvia, you're down to 7 chips. Paul, the 9 chips you still have. Let's have the next question. The Robert De Niro and Michelle Pfeiffer film Stardust was co-written by which celebrity's wife? A. Ricky Gervais. B. Jonathan Ross. C. John Cleese. D. Ian Hislop. Whose wife co-wrote Stardust? Ricky Gervais, Jonathan Ross, John Cleese, Ian Hislop. Accelerator's been played. Oh, my word! Oh, quick, 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 quick. It's not down in the right place. Too late, too late, too late. You must light it up for it to work. I'm sorry, that's the way it goes. A lot of panic induced by the playing of that accelerator. Do you think you managed to get it to play 3, 4?
I think she probably would have wanted to have played 4.
It did sound like it. Let's have a look. Now, all sorts of things were happening there, Sylvia. I know you're a little bit cross with yourself that you didn't manage to get the A down in time. Did you have a feeling it might be A?
I wasn't sure.
OK. Let's hope it isn't A. It would be such a tragedy for Sylvia. The answer is B. Jonathan Ross. But Jane Goldman is Jonathan Ross's wife, and she co-authored Stardust. You lose 3 chips. You lose 2 chips. £5,000 is added to the jackpot. There were nearly tears there, weren't there, Sylvia?
I was a bit excited there, but I won't make the same mistake again.
OK. Let's have the next question. Which of these dinosaurs is known for distinctive tail spikes and upright bony plates along its back? A. Stegosaurus. B. Triceratops. C. Diplodocus. D. Brontosaurus. press the accelerator before you lock down, unfortunately, Sylvia.
I did it again.
So that's gone, I'm afraid. I'm going to give you a little massage because I think you're a bit panicky. She's a bit
Sorry, I
panicky.
didn't mean to stop the massage.
That's
Keep
all
going.
right. I'm going to carry on anyway. I'm enjoying it.
What I'll do for a massage
I'm
next.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. You're both locked down. Let's have a look at the way you played. So you dismissed Triceratops and Diplodocus.
That's the one. Diplodocus, I called it, because he
Did
ate
you-
the trees.
Diplodocus? I thought it was Diplodocus.
Diplodocus, Diplodocus. Tomato, tomato.
So exactly. You've both gone for Stegosaurus. If it's Stegosaurus, you're both in the game. The answer is A, Stegosaurus. £2,000 is added to the jackpot, which is now £220,000. So, Paul, you've got 5 chips left. Sylvia, you've got 4 chips left. You've both got 1 accelerator. Next question. In which ancient mythology does the god Anubis feature? A, Norse, B, Greek, C, Aztec, D, Egyptian. In the interest of fairness, Paul, I'm perfectly willing to give you a massage as well, if you'd like.
Beautiful. Go for it.
Go for it. That's long enough, I think.
Lower.
Oh, I've done it again. I've done it again.
Sylvia, you played the accelerator
I know.
before the lockdown by
Get
mistake.
too excited, Nick. That's
Too
what's wrong.
excited,
Too
overexcited.
Overexcited.
And now Paul is locked down as well. That was a waste of an accelerator.
It was. It
Never
was
mind,
indeed.
never mind. Do you think that she knows it?
Yeah.
Do you think he knows it?
Yes.
Do you think there's only 1 chip for both of you?
Yeah.
Let's use the screen. He's played 2. Was Egyptian your favourite of the 2?
Definitely. Pretty sure on the Egyptian, but I thought I'd go for Norse as well, just in case.
You've got to be careful. You're still
be
in the
careful.
game. That's the most important thing. We've had a few dramas, I'll admit it, but you're still in the game. And if the answer is Egyptian, you're both still in the game. The answer is D, Egyptian. The god of the dead has a head of a jackal, incidentally. So, we lose 1 more chip from the board. The jackpot goes up to 221,000. Sylvia, you're now down to 3 chips.
Yeah.
Paul, you've still got 5 chips. And you've got that accelerator. Next question. Which Japanese sport is contested at a basho? A, judo. B, kendo. C, jiu-jitsu. D, sumo. How are you at the martial arts, Sylvia? You've had a good go at those buttons.
I certainly have. I've been going hammer and tongs.
Judo, kendo, jiu-jitsu, sumo.
I'm desperately trying to remember.
Is this something you've known at some stage? Is that what you're telling us?
With everything, I usually try and relate it to something that I've seen, and the only time I know I've seen something like this was in You Only Live Twice, the Bond film. And I'm trying to think, did he ever turn around and go, I'm going down to the basho?
I'm going down the basho tonight.
Yeah.
Could have done.
One of these questions you either know or you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a horrible feeling, isn't it, Sylvia?
It is, Paul. It's...
If you don't know it, they all seem possible, don't they? Both locked down. Paul only had 5 chips. Sylvia only had 3 chips. Do you think she's played all of her chips?
I'd like to think so. I think she probably has.
What about him? Do you think it's a full board?
I think so.
Let's have a look. Yeah. You're definitely in the game, Paul, whatever happens. Did you bottle it a little bit?
To be honest with you, if I'd have come on here before seeing the other contestants, I would have probably just put 1 down and put it on sumo.
You've seen so many people
but I've
lose.
seen how it can go.
Sumo was the one that really was sitting out. That's the one that was jumping out at me. But
If it is sumo, then in a way, you could both think you've wasted chips. The answer is D, sumo.
Always go with the gut instinct, isn't it?
The jackpot is now £226,000. Paul, you've got 2 chips left. Sylvia, Has it got one chip? Next question. Enigma, Fatherland and Imperium are novels by which best-selling author? A. Sebastian Faulks. B. John le Carré. C. Michael Crichton. D. Robert Harris. You ever read any of those books?
I've heard of Enigma.
Oh, dear.
Don't have the chips to play with now, do you?
No, I wish I'd have gambled on sumo
You could have covered
and saved it for
as
this.
many as you wanted if you had have done.
I knew if I was going to come unstuck, it was going to be on literature as well.
Don't have time to do reading, do you, with a little baby?
No, this is true.
Sebastian Faulks, John le Carré, Michael Crichton, Robert Harris.
R-U-B-Y-D-E-N-N-I-S.
R-U-B-Y-D-U-N-N.
Ruby Dennis.
Ah. You know she's played one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she's struggling? You've made it obvious that you were struggling.
Yeah. No, I don't think she is.
Do you think she knows the answer?
I think she does.
So you'll be hoping, when the screen goes down, that she's covered the same as you have.
Yeah.
You're going to find out after this break. Welcome back. Now, before the break, Sylvia and Paul had both locked down. Now they're desperate to see how each other have played. Let's have the screen down. She has covered the same as you have. Both of you have gone for John le Carré. You've also gone for Robert Harris. Just a little bit of doubt? Or did you have no idea
Just
at
a little
all?
bit of doubt.
No
Every
idea
bit of
at all.
doubt. No idea at all.
If the answer is John le Carré, you're both still in the game. If the answer is Sebastian Faulks or Michael Crichton, you're both out of the game. If the answer is Robert Harris, Paul has won his first duel. The answer is D. Robert Harris. Well done, Paul. You have won your first duel. You are on the way to the jackpot. Well played. On a total guess.
Yeah.
But that's the way that it works. An amazing game. Gave us so much entertainment. And then right at the end, one mistake.
That's the way the game
and you're
goes,
out.
Nick. That's
Sadly,
it.
you've made that one mistake and
Yeah.
you are out. Thank you so much for playing. Well
Okay,
done.
Well done.
Well done.
Well, thanks.
A duel under your belt. Got lucky there, though, didn't you?
Oh, I tell you, Nick, I almost feel like I've cheated Sylvia, but I'm not going to complain. We're there.
Next duel wins you cash. 4 duels takes you to the jackpot. A lot of money.
Yeah.
First thing you have to do is to choose who you're going to play against. Who do you fancy that you can beat? We've got 3 new people for you to choose from. Lee, 40 years of age, a maths teacher. Rosie, 25 years of age, a secretary. And finally, Morris, 64 years of age, who is retired. Who is going to be easy to beat? Who do you think you could psych out?
That's a tough one, to be honest. I mean, Morris, retired what? Retired brain surgeon? Retired astrophysicist? Rosie... See, there's a trap there. You just think secretary, no problems, but secretary for...
Do you indeed?
No, I said no.
Do you indeed
you
think
could,
that?
You could
young
fall
man
into the trap.
in this modern world.
You could fall into the trap. It's
Yeah.
one that I'm not going
If
to
you
fall
were a
into.
different person.
Exactly right. Lee, maths teacher, educated to a level that I'm not sure I want to take on. So, with the risk of a beating from the feminists, I'm going to go for Rosie.
Rosie, please come and join us. Rosie,
Hi.
what did you feel about what he was saying there?
Well, I'd like to let him into a little secret.
Go on.
I'm a secretary with a law degree.
Yeah, there you are, exactly. What did I
See?
tell you?
There you go. You've seen the game.
Yep.
He got lucky. If he wins this second duel, he wants to beat you because he gets at least £10,000 or the chance to go on for that jackpot, which is currently £228,000. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That'd be lovely. You'd give me a bathroom. I haven't got one at the moment.
Oh, give the girl a bathroom. Right then, you are on your first duel, Rosie. Paul, you are on your second duel. 4 duels gets the jackpot. Rosie, Paul, let's duel. First question. A check pattern in camel, black, beige and red is a registered trademark of which luxury fashion house? A. Burberry. B. Gucci. C. Lacoste. D. Chanel. Make sure you cover the correct answer. That's all you have to do to stay in the game. She's locked down. Rosie's locked down. Are you still suffering a bit from getting so lucky at that last question?
Nah, I'm OK now. We're over it.
You've recovered.
We're over it.
Right, we're both locked down. Burberry, Gucci, Lacoste, Chanel. Do you think she knows that?
I'd hope so.
Because she's a secretary or because she's got a law degree?
No, because she's a woman and they shop.
There's a lot of people going to want you to lose now. You know that, don't you? Do you think he knows the answer?
I think he probably does, because most people know it, I would think.
I thought you both played 1. In fact, you both played 2. Just a little bit of doubt, but that's what doubt does. That's what the chips are there for. Which one do you think it is? You're so confident.
It's Burberry.
You think it's Burberry. Do you think it's Burberry?
Yeah.
So why waste that extra chip?
I just don't want to go out on my first question.
The answer is A, Burberry. The jackpot goes up to £230,000. You both have 9 chips. You both have 2 accelerators. Let's have the next question. Where was Hell's Kitchen chef Marco Pierre White born? A. Bordeaux. B. Milan. C. Leeds. D. Edinburgh. You've had 2 restaurant-based questions already, haven't you? Didn't do so well on the mushrooms. He's played his accelerator. Do you think he was lucky getting that question? We know he's a restaurateur.
Well, I don't know. I think he's trying to bluff me a little bit.
Let's use the screen. A flurry of activity. You're both still in the game. If you had 1 chip, which one would you have gone for, Rosie?
Leeds.
Any of those you'd have gone for over the others?
Well, yeah, probably Leeds, but it was just a bit obvious for me, English chef and only one English city, that it was a trap and I wasn't going to fall into it.
OK, well, let's see if it was a trap. The answer is C, Leeds. £6,000 is added to the jackpot. Let's have the next question. Which Irish city is furthest north? A, Cork. B, Limerick. C, Galway. Or D, Tipperary. You've been to Ireland, Rosie?
I have, yes.
Have you been to Ireland, Paul?
Yeah.
What took you to Ireland, Rosie? He'll say shopping, no doubt.
No, I was a poor student then, so it was just drinking.
Just drinking.
Just drinking.
Yes. Very sensible use of your student loan. She's locked down, she's played the accelerator. He has only 7 seconds in which to play. So lazy, you let it lock down for you, didn't you? Do you think you panicked him?
No. I think I panicked myself.
A lot of chips have gone very quickly in this game, haven't they? Let's use the screen. Another 6 have gone. You've both played all 4. And the answer is C, Galway. You both lose 3 more chips. £6,000 is added to the jackpot. You both have 3 chips left. Next question. In the UK, what is the highest number used in a standard game of bingo? A, 85, B, 90, C, 95, D, 100. Look at each other and decide. Does the person opposite me, she's locked down and she's played the accelerator. Last time she played the accelerator, she bluffed you. Do you think she's bluffing you again?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. She has only played one.
If I get this wrong, my dad will kill me.
Really? Why's that?
Because he used to take me to bingo.
Did he?
Yeah.
You think the answer is 90. Paul, does that make you feel better?
Yeah. If I'd have actually worked it out a little bit more, I probably would have played one and gone with 90, but didn't have that
So
time.
the accelerator may have panicked you a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's supposed to do, though, isn't it?
If the answer is 90, you're both in. The answer is B, 90. Rosie is still in the will. Good news. Paul, you lose 2 chips. £2,000 is added to the jackpot, which goes up to £244,000. Rosie, you still have 3 chips. Paul, 1 chip.
Indeed.
It's do or die time. Next question. The vitreous humour is found in which part of the body? A, the tongue. B, the eye. C, the liver. D, the spine. Shame you didn't do a medical degree instead of a law degree, Rosie.
Funny you should say that. But
Were you going to do that?
that was my first choice, yeah. Now I wish I'd done it.
Big decision for you
Yeah.
on that second duel.
I'm just gutted that arm isn't up there, because I thought it was the funny bone.
Did you? Well, it's a good job it isn't there then,
Yeah.
isn't it? Tie the accelerator. Was that do or die? Last ditch. I'm going to shove it down. I'm going to play the accelerator.
Yeah, it was... I've done all of the reasoning with it that I can. No more time for you.
Let's have a look. You both covered B. The eye. If it's the eye, you're both still in the game.
I think it's either the eye or the liver, really.
So why cover the spine?
Because I don't want to go out and still have a chip in my hand. It's no good to me then.
No good to you at all, is
No.
it? The answer is B, the eye. £2,000 is added to the jackpot, £246,000, and we're in a pure duel situation. 1 chip each. Next question. Beth Tweddle represents Great Britain in which sport? A, gymnastics. B, figure skating. C, show jumping. D, badminton. Rosie's locked down. You only have 1 chance. You have to cover the correct answer. You're at your best in these situations, Paul. You'll be fine.
Oh, I know this as well. It's really annoying.
Well, if
But
you
I
know
just
it.
wish I hadn't seen badminton come up at the bottom, because it's just given me that... Oh, why
A
can't
bit
you
of
have another
worry.
chip? No, it felt right when I first saw it. We'll have that.
Both locked down. Both played 1 chip. You know that. Would it make you happy if they were in the same place?
No, because I know I'm right.
You know that you're right. She knows that she's right. Do you want to see your chip in the same place as hers?
I think I do now, yeah.
Let's lose the screen. If she is right, you're both still in the game. If she's wrong, it means you're wrong, and you both go home. Beth Tweddle represents Great Britain in A, gymnastics. You keep your one chip. You live to fight another day. Next question. In English history, what name comes next in this sequence? Catherine, Anne, Jane, Anne, Catherine. Is it A, Anne, B, Catherine, C, Mary, D, Elizabeth? Do you know what the names represent?
Yeah.
Do you know what the names represent?
Yeah.
Did you know that what happened in this situation, in this historical situation, is where the phrase chop and change comes from? It is. That is absolutely true. Chop and change. Get a new wife. Anne, Catherine, Mary or Elizabeth. One chip.
It's horrible the tricks your mind's playing, isn't it?
In my head, I'm walking around the Tower of London. I don't know how that's going to help, but...
You've got him for free, at least.
I've got to go with my...
You're both locked down. Last time, you both played in the same place. Do you think you both played in the same place this time?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Let's find out after the break. Now, before the break, both of these two duelists had locked down. Now they're desperate to see what's on the other side of this screen. Let's lose the screen. Both gone for Mary. Let's just clear up what you think the sequence of names are, first of all.
Well, they're Henry VIII's wives.
Yeah.
Why Mary?
Because I know that Mary was a very popular name then. We had a Queen Mary just after, which was his daughter. And I think just the chances of being married to 3 Annes or 3 Catherines would have been a bit, you know, unlikely.
If the answer is C, you're both still in the game. If it is anything else, you're both out of the game. You'll be out of the game on your second duel, on the verge of being able to take some money home. It needs to be C. The answer is B, Catherine.
Oh, no.
It was very, very close, but as you both know, one error is all it takes. You've both made the same error,
Yeah.
and both of you, I'm afraid, have to leave the duel arena. Well done. So they're dropping like flies. We need 2 new contestants. What we usually do in this situation is we get the 2 that have been waiting the longest, and although that hasn't been very long, please welcome onto the stage Morris and Lee. Now I'm going to start with you, Lee. I understand that you're a maths teacher.
I am.
And I also understand that you used to work in the city.
Yeah, I used to be a trader in the stock market.
And what I've been told, how much do you lose in one day?
Just short of $1 million.
$1 million in one day.
Yeah.
So did you choose to become a teacher or did you get sacked from the city?
No. I gave up work and stayed at home with my children for a while. And then 4 years ago, I decided to become a school teacher.
Has that been a good decision for you?
It's been a great decision. I love it.
If you win this jackpot, £248,000, how long do you think it'll take you to get rid of that?
No, my wife's in charge of the money these days. I'm not allowed to play with money anymore.
Very good idea, I think. And we've got Morris over here. Morris, we were talking about you before. You're retired. There was some suggestion you were a retired astrophysicist or a brain surgeon, but in fact you were retired from...
Civil servant.
Civil servant?
Yeah.
In what way were you a civil servant?
Do you really want to know this?
Yeah, I really want to know what sort of civil servant you were.
The Inland Revenue.
Ah.
I always get that response.
You may as well take 60% of the jackpot right now, hadn't you? And I also understand that you were a drummer for the Beatles for a time.
Well, I wasn't a drummer for the Beatles. I played with the Beatles.
played with
I
the
went to
Beatles.
school with two of them. And
Did you really?
Yeah.
Which two?
George Harrison and Paul McCartney.
OK.
I once told George that he'd never get anywhere playing the guitar, and that's where, you know...
There you go.
Story of my life, yes.
So the situation is this. You're both on your first duel. Win 4 duels and you will win the jackpot. £248,000. Lee, Morris, let's duel. And here is your first question. When it was launched in 1967, who became the first DJ to speak on Radio 1? Was it A, Tony Blackburn, B, Noel Edmonds, C, Gary Davis, D, Simon Bates? The first DJ to speak. Accelerator's been played. Very confident start there. Responded to the accelerator extremely quickly. Do you think you managed to panic him at all?
No, I shouldn't have used the accelerator. It was too easy.
Got a bit gung-ho, did you? A bit
A little
overexcited.
bit. That is my nature.
That's what happened, you see? That's why that $1 million disappeared. That sort of behaviour. Let's use the screen. Played in the same place. You both think the answer is A, Tony Blackburn. If it isn't Tony Blackburn, you're both out of the game. The answer is A, Tony Blackburn. A nice start, a confident start. No chips have been lost. Next question. To be eligible for UK jury service, potential jurors must have reached what minimum age? A, 16, B, 18, C, 21, D, 30. The minimum age to serve on a jury. Morris is locked down. Lee has locked down. Do you think Morris knows this one, Lee?
I think he does.
Was it easy for you, though?
Well, I'm taking a bit of a risk here, but I think I know it. I was on jury service quite recently.
Let's have a look. You've both gone for B. You've both gone for 18. Lee, to be careful, has gone for 21 as well. The answer is B, 18. One chip goes from Lee's side and the jackpot goes up to £249,000. Lee now has 9 chips. Morris, you've got the perfect 10. Let's have the next question. Dome, pinnacle, wedge, dry dock and blocky are all terms used to describe different shapes of what? A, loaf, B, iceberg, C, haystack, D, hammer. Plenty of chips there, plenty of chips to cover the possibles if you don't know the answer. Make sure you cover the correct answer. Morris is locked down and played his accelerator. You were watching him after the accelerator went down.
He's got a very cool attitude.
Cool demeanour.
I don't know, though.
And what do you think about Lee? Do you think he knows the answer?
I think he knows the answer. He knows the answer better than I know the answer.
OK. Let's lose the screen. You're in the game, whatever happens, Morris. You've played 4 chips. You had plenty of chips to play with. Lee, what led you to haystack and hammer?
I don't think it's a loaf. I think I should have covered iceberg. I think I might have made a
not
mistake.
covering iceberg.
I am regretting.
If it is iceberg, if it is B, you're going to be kicking yourself because you will be out of the game. If it's C or D, you're both in. The answer is happy. Nice spot. Well done, Morris. You have won your first duel. Congratulations. You're on the way to the jackpot. How upsetting is that?
Extremely.
Extremely upsetting. You've got a big pile of chips there. You could have covered B. You wanted to cover B, and for some reason, you just didn't.
No, I know, it's a massive mistake.
It's a massive mistake, and you know what happens when you make even one tiny mistake? You're out of the game.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for playing.
Good
Thank
luck.
you very much. So the first thing we've got to do is to get rid of the chips that were on the wrong answers. That's 5 chips. That's £5,000 to the jackpot, which takes the jackpot up to £254,000. That's a number worth thinking about, isn't it, Morris? And you are on the way. You've won your first duel. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Win one more duel, and you're into the cash. And in the nick of time, that sound means that time is up. Here in the duel arena, Morris is on his way to his second duel and a potential jackpot of at least £254,000. Make sure you join us next week here on Duel. Good night.
Now, do you believe your